for E3 this year is really going to be three things. I'm looking at alternative interfaces, obviously, for which this is a natural. I'm going to be looking at personal power sources, separate thing. And then also I'm going to look at this thing I call upcycling, right? Sort of modular upcycling. So existing technology that gets better because of extensions, as opposed to forcing you to kind of move to an entire new generation. Samsung, for instance, has Evolution Kit for its TVs now. So instead of buying a new TV, you can just sort of insert a firmware package, like a system on a chip. And I thought this was kind of a really interesting direction to take because it's not just an accessory, right? I mean, it's another platform as well.
Correct.
So tell me a little more about the device and what led you guys to go in this direction in particular.
Sure. Well, a couple things just to set the stage. First, looking at the Wii proposition and how Wii changed the face of entertainment. We had two objectives when we launched the Wii. We wanted to create brand new experiences, and we wanted to expand the consumer base that plays games. 90 million units sold globally, grandparents playing with parents, playing with children. We think we've succeeded on both of those fronts. What we're now trying to do with Wii U is to continue driving brand new experiences, things that you can't do today with gaming devices, push forward on what you can do, how you can experience it from an overall entertainment perspective. And then additionally, we want to continue broadening the base of people who play games. So with the Wii U, the way we're going to do that is going to be with this new controller with a screen built in, all of the input elements that you have for traditional gaming, but with the addition of the screen, it enables all new experiences, and most importantly, it enables experiences where your TV is connected to the internet, which is connected to the console and the screen, which then connects to you as a consumer. There may be other devices that come and try and do it in some kludgy way or as an add-on, but this is a fully integrated, fully compact approach in providing all of that to the consumer. That's the thinking.
So is there a reason why you decided to actually use a proprietary controller as opposed to developing something that might integrate, say, with existing tablet form factor products?
So what we are envisioning doing is candidly more than you can do with a tablet, right? You need the control devices in terms of the two different circle pads, the buttons on the controller. You need the infrared capability that's built into the device to be able to connect to the TV. You need the built-in camera, you need the built-in sensor bar. That's all part of the technology. So for us, we wanted to build a device that would be able to do all of the different things that our own developers are thinking about in terms of game experiences, and you can't get that in getting a tablet right off the shelf.
And as far as the broadening effect, what are the additional demographics you think this will actually add to the Wii pie, so to speak?
Well, demographically, when you sell 90 million units globally, you've got a pretty wide demographic swatch. But this system is fully HD. And so what this will allow is, from a consumer perspective, you no longer have to make a choice, do I want an HD system or do I want a system that has all of those great Nintendo franchises, which is what consumers are doing today. Now you're going to have a system where you're going to be able to get everything. You're going to be able to get all of those great Nintendo franchises, Zelda, Mario, Donkey Kong, Pikmin, and you're going to get the best HD gaming from third-party developers as well as from Nintendo. That's what's going to allow us to attract even more consumers and even broader demographic base.
Was the inspiration for this in some ways the success of the DS? In the sense, I mean, this is sort of like HD DS.
Our developers take inspiration from so many different places. I mean, certainly by having a second screen and two different views into a gaming environment, yes, that leverages learning from the DS. But also there's tremendous learning that we had just from our own Wii experience in terms of how do you make great motion-enabled games. We take inspiration from a variety of different places. I mean, we see ourselves, yes, as a gaming company, but much more broadly an entertainment company. So there are many different places that have inspired us to create this new Wii U console.
And I mean, I don't want to take up too much time talking if you want us to move to
You're
other
going to
stuff.
play.
But I mean, I'm fascinated by this, in part because I'm looking at this more from the larger trend perspective. Since so much at the year's CES is about enhancements to kind of the television experience through connectivity, through gesture, face, voice recognition, smartness, if you will, kind of embedded in. It seems as if much as the Wii kind of touched off the first wave of changing the interface with the television. There's something in here obviously that we're yet to see, right, about how this is going to transform the experience again, presumably. I mean, it is more like than just sort of the DS for the living room, like you said.
Absolutely. And it's interesting, you bring up smartness. I think one of the challenges with all of these quote-unquote smart devices is, as a consumer, you have to be really, really smart to cobble it all together, right? What this does is it's fully integrated. So it's going to connect to the internet. It's going to connect to your TV. It's going to allow you to participate in all of these different entertainment experiences without having to buy multiple things or do multiple connections. It's fully integrated. That's the smartness in our approach, we believe, that really is going to help drive this system, drive the installed base, and create new types of entertainment opportunities.
So this is going to take the Wii platform out X number more years or sort of frames of kind of gameplay. What's after that? I mean, I know I'm sort of like front running,
Right.
but
Well, first, what I would tell you is, we are viewing this as a brand new platform, a brand new system. Yes, your Wii remotes, your balance board, all of that is going to be backwardly compatible with the new Wii U. All of your great Wii games will play on the Wii U, but more importantly, there will be brand new experiences that leverage these two screens, that bring this capability to life. That we believe this is not an extension of the Wii life cycle. This is a brand new life cycle, much like the Nintendo 3DS is a brand new life cycle versus just an add-on, if you will, to the Nintendo DS.
And I'll just close off, I guess, with two more buzzwords, if you will. One is social, right? And clearly, part of the Wii experience that caught on really rapidly was the Me experience, the ability to kind of create avatars and have a certain kind of interaction with them, both in-game and in the sort of the Me universe, if you will. Does the Wii U also kind of leverage a social experience? Is there something that expands on that through this?
We'll be talking more about the social experience of Wii U, but just as an example, as we go through these experiences, we're not calling these games. They really are experiences built to showcase some different aspects of the Wii U. You'll see Mii's. And so certainly we are thinking about the whole social experience and the social phenomenon that we need to build into the system, in part just to drive the buzz and the word of mouth, and enable the consumer to see themselves playing the system. So more to come, and we're going to be sharing more information over the next number of months. Certainly here today we're not talking launch date, launch price, any other types of launch details, but there certainly is much more information to be shared, and this is just the beginning of our discussions about Wii U.
Great. And the last thing, and this is more from the context of, I guess, Nintendo's idea of who the gamer is, right? People talk a lot about casual gaming as being kind of the primary focus of Nintendo from the get-go, in part because you're all about expanding the gamer experience. But then the core gamers, say, oh, well, there's not enough for us on that. Does the Wii U do anything, to extend Nintendo into that space more deeply?
So, a quick fact. Here in the U.S., there have been 45 games that have sold more than 1 million units. 45 different Wii games that have sold more than 1 million units. You can't define us by a genre. You can't define us by a type of consumer. We are mass market. And so, the types of experiences that we will continue to have on our Wii U will attract a wide range of different consumers, whether they be new to gaming, whether they be gaming for 20 years, and it's all going to be based on the content coupled with the capabilities of the system. So we think that there's going to be more than enough to satisfy that passionate, active gamer, as well as all types of new experiences to bring brand new consumers into this gaming category.
Terrific. Thank you so much, Reggie.
Great.